host position in the center. Work beautifully done.
Yo guys, no bet winner, no entry.
Okay, Mr. Bet winner.
Sports fans out there, are you ready? It's a beautiful evening and welcome to tonight's game. The lady shows up and she's been denied. Oh no. But wait, she's back with Bet winner. Wait. Oh, what a beautiful pass. And it's a
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years, and gaming can be addictive.
Me did the young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come a bush for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. Tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. You're easy, you're convenient, you're fast, and sounds so you're free. Won't you share? Me discover ye map him. Tap send. Intienne, also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka komo abusuya for Ghana fa na nyina. Tap send. Papa no.
So to Al Jazeera, Sammy Flex TV is back on your screens with one big editorial like always. My name is Roland Amate. This is Sammy Flex PC. You know, anytime we sit like this, yes, we always get very interactive. That is one thing I love about this particular show. Big thanks to Currency and Richie Flex for giving us huge support behind the scenes, and everybody who finds him or herself in the co-studios of Sammy Flex TV. On today's episode, we have another interesting one. In fact, I don't know how to even introduce this particular topic, but looks as if 2023 just came with lots of goodies. We are in the first quarter, and so many people are announcing body of works. Like, it feels good. I don't know what my big man thinks. So far, we have the video announcing his. Shatta Wale has released his already. Stonebwoy has also announced his with some track list and all that, and some people are reading meanings to it. In the studio with me, I have the big man himself, Olua Sammy Flex.
The name that is really causing havoc elsewhere. People really don't understand how did this guy acquire this name. I've seen a comment on YouTube. Victor once he said, "Hey, Sammy Flex, the name fits you." Whether you like it or not, it has come to stay. You can go to hell and come back still. Yeah, still here. Olua Sammy Flex.
Mighty power.
I mean, they can't. But it's hard, people can't understand us. And this is on a more serious note. It is so hard, people can't understand us. I've read comments on yesterday's video we did, and they still can't understand with all the things we said. They still are not getting it. But I'm always happy that you still see some snippet of people who still come and go like, oh, I've understood this. I like this, what you are saying. And as much as we are still appealing to some of the people, we can leave the rest to God. God will take care of them.
Nice one.
In a positive way, though. Okay. I don't mean in any negative way.
So to the what I raised.
Yes, about the album thing. Yes. I think we can also chip in Sarkod's album. That is the Jams
album. Of course.
He is also doing well with it. As a matter of fact, now people have seen the need to make money from streams. I think that is what is causing this. I remember some years ago, one of the editions of Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, the scheme struggled to even get an album to nominate.
Wow.
Yes, I'm not too good with dates and years like that, but I still remember this clearly, and anybody at all who will be watching us and has been following the scheme would also confirm this, that particular year, they struggled to get an album for an album of the year category because people were not releasing albums. That was when singles became the order of the day. Everybody was releasing a single because they thought that, at that time we had some mindset. Our industry has been moving from after the sales of albums on CDs and cassette died. We have been suffering and going through different phases. So at that time, the understanding was this: if you're an artist, just get your single out, promote it, and when it blows, you make money from shows and you are good. Because everybody came to agree that, okay, now people don't buy albums when they were selling on CDs. So, okay, yes, so now we are not going to do any collection of works. Just put out one work, go in hard on it, let it blow, and make shows and make money from shows out of it. That was the order of the day. But I think now thanks to the streaming platforms, people have come to understand that, okay, now it's not about just getting one song to go. If you are getting people streaming your songs regularly, you are still going to make money like you were selling your hard CDs or hard copies. So yes, this is what has encouraged people to be doing more body of works. And again, it also stamps your authority as a musician.
Wow, you think so?
Yes, it does. So you are not really seen as a top musician if you don't really have any body of work at all together. Yes, you still have your singles, people will be dancing to it. But if you are talking about your achievements, having albums, it's also part of your achievements.
Okay.
It is not a special requirement from anybody per se. But when you are to list your achievements as an artist and you come like, oh, I have 5 albums, people go like, wow. But if you can't say I have 10 singles, no album, it reduces the value they will place on you. I'm sure it is part of the reasons now everybody, no matter what, they have seen the need to be adding up to their album catalogs. And so far, it is looking good. Both independent artists are doing that. Both signed artists are also doing that. And we pray that they will be able to achieve the investment that they put in their
Before we enter straight into today's matter, I just want 1 minute, your pick on the track list of the video's Timeless album and that of Stonebwoy. The similar features in there. That is the one with Dexter Dabbs and also Angelique Kidjo.
I think I love this because I wanted to even have a session on that. As a matter of fact, it's a good feeling. I keep saying that every work of an artist deserves commendation because it is not an easy thing to do.
Okay.
The time, the resources, the wisdom, the strength and everything, even the mood to write. It's not easy. Sometimes even as presenters, as writers, you don't get your mood right. I know some of my friends who tell me, Charlie, sometimes they would want to do reviews of videos themselves, but they put their camera before them, they're vim to start talking. Everything doesn't come. Yeah, so many people like that. So I'm still saying that everybody who has been able to put something together like that, they deserve commendation. Now, what conversations I'm seeing out there is the fact that, okay, Stonebwoy and Davido, they are even chasing themselves of a sort. This one puts a track list. This one also puts a track list. Like at the same time, they are doing some stuff together, though they don't have the same dates to release their albums. I think today's date is what, 30th?
30th.
Okay, if today's date is 30th, then tomorrow is 31st, which is Davido's album release date.
Yeah.
So yes, his timing of releasing the track list was okay. Stonebwoy has 28th to release his album, but the track list still came too early. It means he still has a whole lineup of activities to do before the album comes. Now, having Angelique Kidjo and the setup on the albums, the conversation is that, oh, these guys are eyeing Grammys. These guys are looking forward to get some Grammy nominations. But as a matter of fact, it is like someone saying, if you are a lady and you date a rich man, you are going to be rich automatically. No, it is not. Oh, wealth is not STD that the man can transfer to. No, it is not. No, it is. No, it has been said before. Like some ladies say, oh, I'm going for a rich man. I'm going for a rich man. It doesn't automatically mean that you're also going to be rich. Because wealth, like I'm saying, it's not STD. When the man sleeps with you, automatically, you also get it. So yes, these are great. Angelique Kidjo, the startup, great. No two ways about that. In terms of the music business, the world over, these are names that you stand and salute them. But it doesn't guarantee you a Grammy nomination because you are featuring Angelique Kidjo or the startups. No, it doesn't have any guarantee. In fact, as part of Grammy's requirement to nominate you, they don't say that you should feature Angelique Kidjo or the startup. It doesn't say that at all. No, so it is not a requirement. Okay. Just that what it does is, it gives everybody who is going to even review your album the first-hand information that, oh, if you're able to put these guys on, then I should pay attention
to the product.
That is what I think it adds. If you're asking me the advantage, I think I was singling out that particular point that, okay, the moment there is an Angelique Kidjo on the album, the startup, okay, then, no, let me pay attention. Okay. There is something in there. It's like these football matches that we have been seeing around. Of course. If you have a Ronaldo in your team, your team might be the wackest team ever. But Ronaldo there inside, that match you go watch.
You still have the eyeballs.
Exactly, because you want to see what Ronaldo is going to do, even among the the Intebe. Yes, I love that way. Even among the Intebe, you understand. So this is the advantage it has. As in, these guys are on it. Let's pay attention to the detail. What are the guys going to do? But apart from that, it doesn't guarantee you any automatic nomination. Never.
Okay.
Never. So yes, I've seen chat like that. Hey, Charlie, the Grammy agenda, the Grammy agenda. Well, it is good. Even if there is a Grammy agenda, it's not just the featuring. Let's look at what strengths the label, that is the labels behind them, can pull.
Okay.
That is what we should rather be looking at, and not just the feature. The feature alone doesn't do it.
Thank you. So this is just the prelims. In fact, we are now going straight into today's matter. Speaking of albums, Shatta Wale has also released his, that is MAALI, Live Irony, Me and Live Ironies. Thank you. So with that, some people, I've seen comments online with some people calling him out of the fact that they don't think he's putting in that effort in promoting this particular
So I think
project. Me alone and Live Ironies. Thank you. So they don't see that energy from Shatta Wale in promoting the album. But there's one thing that we also chanced online, and I tend to ask myself, then what are these people talking about? They're saying the guy is not putting in much effort to promote the album. Yet we are seeing some things online which shows that the album, whether he is putting in effort or not, it is still climbing. I want my big man's opinion on it. So on AudioMac, reads top 5 most streamed new albums on AudioMac this week. And the first one is Huncho, that is from US, on number 22. Second is Quando Rondo with Recovery. The third one is Shatta Wale, that is with MAALI. The fourth one is Big Homie G with Speak Up G. And the fifth one is Slack or Sislack.
I think Slack.
Slack with Since I Have a Lover.
Yeah.
Okay, so from US. And on Apple Music, that is all genre. Shatta Wale's MAALI is also number 1. Adele 25 is also number 2.
Wow.
Nowhere Cool, that is Manifest, is also number 3. The Hill by Travis Green is also number 4. This God Is Too Good by Nathaniel Bassey, the Nigerian, is also number 5 for this week's Apple Music trends. So I tend to ask myself, on Apple Music, Man is number 1. And big ups to Manifest also. Nowhere Cool, I think, is also doing very, very well.
Okay.
With about, and they both carry 5 stars. Wow. Means the album is really doing well.
Are looking good.
So big man, with the comment about the fact that Shatta is not putting much effort to promote this album and these numbers or these charts, what does it mean?
Thank you for this. And to answer this question, let me first address some of the unnecessary comments they put out about their celebrities in the name of showing concern or in the name of showing love.
Okay.
So I've seen some tweets. In fact, someone sent it to me, and shout out to Van Dalco, who is my friend in UK. He sent it to me, and he was talking about an SM fan called Kumasi Boga or something like that.
Okay.
I think I'll see if I can get a thing right.
Right.
I'll send it to Richie. Let me see if I can find it. So these fans, sometimes some of the things they write, they make it look like you guys are not doing anything. So the Kumasi Boga really wrote that sometimes it hurts me a lot. It's about time the fans goes hard on him.
Okay.
The only benefit we the fans can get from him is his music. We can't chop his money some. He for invest into his music for we the fans. It says Shatta Wale featured Vibes Cartel decided to let the song slide like that without proper promotion already. So you see, sometimes when I see some of these tweets from fans, I see it as a fan enabling hatred. I see it as fan enabling mockery. I see it as fan enabling frustration on their artists.
You think it is not concern?
No, it isn't. If you want to show concern, there is a way you do it.
Okay.
If you want to show concern, there is a way you do it. Shatta Wale, one, is an independent artist.
Of course.
Shatta Wale is an independent artist. he doesn't have any label behind him pulling strings like now we have all seen. We have all seen people even using stream farms. We have all seen people even using other means just to get their songs in the charts.
Of course.
Shatta Wale is an independent artist. The only thing he has is to campaign for his album through his socials. And maybe if he has time, he adds some media, as in traditional media interviews, to be part of it. That is what he can do. So if a fan, in his own sense, in the name of what, creating awareness or whatever, writes that, showing concern, writes that Shatta Wale has let the album, a feature with Vybz Kartel slide. What do you mean by he's made it slide? You and I, for the past days, I've told you how it has been hard to even get Shatta Wale to respond to a message.
Of course.
And I've decided to allow that because, one, I know he's working. I know ever since the album came, I have not even been calling him, I've not been chatting him because I know ever since the album, I've seen how constantly,
like recently, it has been back to back, like pow, pow, pow.
So if you write that he's gone to sleep to let the song, the track slide, like what does that do mean? Are you not seeing what he's doing? No, are you not seeing it? Ever since he released the album that Saturday, on his platforms on socials, it has been back to back,
mentioning
every day, every post he does. Even all the fights that he started with these fans on Twitter, it was because of the album. So you put out this tweet, and you want people to hail you that you are the only person who loves Shatta Wale or what? So that when I see people who call themselves fans behaving like this, I don't know, the people who think that they are hating.
The opposite, right?
Yes. I would want those people to write such things than the guy who is claiming to love him. If you are the one claiming to love him and you are putting such a post, what do you mean? If you are claiming to love him, like I see some of the guys doing, flexxnewspaper, they are telling you, go and stream. We are doing this. We are rising here. So go and stream. That is fan love. Some of these things, it is fanful love. Yes, some of these things, fanful love. As an artist as big as Shatta Wale, you release a song and you make it slide. What the heck? Oh, should I say what the fuck? Okay, let me know. What the heck do you want him to do again? You know, you write that he should invest his money because you can't chop his money. But all that you want is music. He has released the album for you. And constantly, since Saturday, constantly, the guy is talking about the album. I think I was able to get him yesterday or 2 days ago. And in a conversation with him, he's telling me the progress around the album. Even though he has even released the album, still some distributors and publishers still even want the right and all that. So to him, it is progress in its own scale. It might not be the scale in the eyes of the people you want to compare it to. But to him, it is progress in its own scale. And he can only appreciate that. Bro, in this world, the little successes you make, if you don't appreciate it, you die. In your bid to try to get to the top, you die. If you're able to drink half of this, be happy. Someone might not even be able to drink a quarter of it. Yes. Ontimi num kwatampo. Yes, on num so can survive ontimi. But me bo half. Who soon say, hey, mentimi num so you are worried. Like, what is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? And if in all these struggles, we wake up and we see these successes, then I don't know what they want to do. I think I saw a post from Shatta Wale. Another post where he's even said that
on Facebook.
Yes. Yeah. Another post where he said that when the album stays on Apple Music and all the platforms for a longer time, he's even going to dash his fan a Range Rover. I don't know if you've seen it. No, just go check it. Go check it out. So yes, whilst you are checking that, there is this one that he posted announcing the fact that the album is now on #1 on iTunes, where he said, "Only God and Shatta Movement fans can do this."
Yeah.
iTunes top albums #1, all genres. Keep enjoying the MAALI album. Listen, my lady, he dropped the link again for iTunes. Charlie, what else can you do? He's doing it with his own strength, own abilities. And even with that, he still believes that out of the love from his fans, he's been able to get the album to #1. All genres. Charlie,
what do you want him to do again?
What do you want him to do again? So I'm here asking myself, so okay, Kwajo Shelby, who was teasing him that he has released an album and the album is not topping charts. Now that the album is really at #1 on Apple Music or iTunes, or Jenna, and it's at #3 on Audiomack, is he going to retract what he said? Or he's still going to keep...
He said he's not going to talk about Shatta Wale again.
But he's been saying it. And I saw, there was a video I saw from Andy Dusty. In fact, someone commented that it was Andy Dusty was encouraging him. I didn't believe it. So yesterday, one of the guys tagged me in one of the videos on Facebook. And really and truly, Andy Dusty was saying, yeah, he saw Kojo Sheldon tweet that someone has released a song, 200 songs, and did not get nomination. He said, hey, that Kojo Sheldon guy be hard, and they look for himself. And that someone went for an award when another person wanted to go and kill him. Oh, Charlie, I saw that. I said, well, battle line is drawn. Well, when I said that's what I said, well, battle line is drawn. Because in this case, what are you going to do?
Nothing.
Maybe he thinks that is also his payback time. So he also hitting at him. So I'm sure when Shatta Wale also comes back again, we should all see it as that. Because now, who are you going to defend in some of these things?
You can't defend.
Bro, I hadn't had you. No, some of these things I hadn't had you because much money because one, you would think, okay, Shatta maybe might not have started well, did something wrong, and we have all seen that maybe he did not say it well. But if you also see such response coming from the other side, then it's okay. So I said, you are trying to tell them that, Charlie, stop. This one says, then you leave them.
In your statement, you mentioned of the fact that even though he's released the album, he still have, like, he has some people knocking on his doors who still want the right to this album to help push it.
Okay.
What would be your advice to him? Do you think he should take some of these deals, or what should he do? Or he should solely push
it himself? Okay, well, he told me he's considering their deals.
Okay.
Yeah, he told me he's considering their deals. And whoever will be able to convince him with a juicy deal, he will give it up. And again, he talked about having a Vybz Kartel on an album. It's a big deal for the DSPs. Because there's Vybz Kartel. There are some names, when you use them to promote albums, the album will never die.
Sure.
And Vybz Kartel is one of such names. So he was also thinking that, okay, if the deal is good, then he wouldn't mind giving out such a project. But if the deal is not good, then he would love to keep it himself, because this is a Vybz Kartel
we are talking about
project. One day he'll be out of prison. And whenever he starts releasing songs, it comes back to add to all the streaming numbers that he's going to enjoy. So yes, he also sees it as such. So I still think that being a businessman that we all know him for, of course, it is the money business and the numbers game. If any of the deals are able to convince him, then that's fine. If none, then he continues to do what he's doing. Okay. So yes, the last thing that I want to read from him is where he posted that if MAALI goes #1 for just a month on all platforms, I'll dash somebody my Range Rover. He said, I swear, hey, Shatta Movement fans, I love you. So as it stands now, he has seen the growth of all these songs, and the song, even on YouTube and other platforms, it is doing well. So I don't know why fans will be speaking like that. Charlie, these are solid songs. I have been, when I go for gym sessions, I've been jogging with that. At least for my first 30 minutes that I've been jogging. That's the song I listen to throughout. You'll surely get your favorite in there.
Oh, yes.
He spoke some beautiful wisdom and messages in some of the songs. And I think this is the way to go, bro. At the moment, he's an independent artist. No matter what you do to him, you cannot compare it to those who have some monies behind them pushing their works. He can only do it in his small ways, achieve his small wins, and go ahead to do whatever he wants to do. You cannot force him to do whatever he can't do. So those fans, if they really want to be genuine and not the fan-fooling kind of fans, they should stop putting out some of their tweets I read. So are you not appreciating what Shatta has been doing ever since he released the album? Are they not seeing it? They think it's a joke, huh?
Maybe they want to see what...
You see, sometimes I wish that we all get the opportunity to get closer to some things so we get to understand them well. You and I, when we move with Shatta Wale, we know the number of things on his head in a day.
A single person.
A single person, the number of things on his head in a day. Managing this, but still, because he knows he has a project at hand, he's still spending time on it, and you still come out to put. So what on your day? Hey, I said, easy. But of course, sometimes it is also good that he pays attention to some of these posts, and the good ones he takes them, and the bad ones he throws them away.
Thank you so much. So that was just from the big man Oluwasami Flex. I know you also have your own reservations about what we do. Comment section. My name is Roland Amate. Currency was on camera. Richie Flex is the editor and director of this particular content. We will meet again on the next episode. Don't forget to share this. We are out of here.